Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank this august audience for giving us this opportunity to present the Tower Operations Center and the innovations around it. Myself, Ramanujam, I'm heading the operations for Indus Towers. Indus Towers is a unique organization which is formed as a product of competition, collaboration in the Indian telecom market. We were incorporated 3 years back as a joint venture between Idea, Airtel and Vodafone to manage their entire passive infrastructure. So we are a born company with an asset base of around 40,000 towers. And today we have grown up to an entity of managing 110,000 towers across 16 telecom circles, making us one of the largest single telecom company in a market in the world. We are having a footprint on 16 telecom circles, and we are managing a total of about 2 lakh tenancies across 14 operators. So that gives us a very unique opportunity and challenge in front of us in terms of managing 14 customers across 16 circles, 24/7, 365 days. We have organized ourselves into 4 regions, 2 regions managed out of Gurgaon and 2 regions managed out of Chennai. Typically, we are having about 24 plus 27, about 51 operating systems which are controlling these networks for the various operators. And we have close to around, as I said, 210,000 tenancies which are to be managed round the clock. Now, what is the unique challenge that we have got in these operations? Before the scenario, before Indus was born, is that each circle was having its own OMCR or Operations Maintenance Control Center, which was monitoring the network in that particular geographical area. So Delhi had about 5 OSs, one each for Airtel, one each for Idea, Vodafone, the new operators like Etisalat and Uninor and Tata Docomo. So each one of the operators were having their own operating systems which are looking at their network and giving them information about which site is operating, which site is not operating. When entire passive networks was handed over to Indus to be managed and operated independently, we had this problem of sitting across more than 53 locations with around 850 people manually looking at all the alarms and events which are generating in the network to determine which site in the network is up and which site in the network is down, and then using that to create field level information to go and ask the people to go and attend to those problems and fix the problems and ensure the network is running up and right. The net result was that the availability of the network, as we call it in the telecom customer service paradigm, what is the network availability when it comes to servicing your customers? It was somewhere around 99.9, less than 99.95, which is the minimum industry requirement today, demanded by all the customers and their operators, which is 21 minutes downtime per site per month. Now, when we started the operations, most of our networks were at a level of around 99.1 or 99.2, which means heavy outages running across the network, and availability of the network was a very key challenge that needs to be surmounted. The earlier operations was that as we are showing is that individual people are sitting and monitoring the alarms. So the key challenges when this whole thing was put together was that we have to now manage all the 3 operators. We also have to manage the other customers who are not the JV partners but the non-JV partners, as we call it. Give a common grade of service to all these operators. It's not that we can stand here and say that we prefer Airtel or we prefer Idea or we prefer Vodafone or we give a differential set of service to them and we don't give a same set of service to other customers. So we had to have a very transparent mechanism of assuring our customers that they get the same grade of service across the board. We need to manage the SLAs, we need to manage the response times, we need to ensure resource utilization, accuracy of data, business and regulatory compliance. So this is the whole set of challenges which was posed in front of us as an organization 3 years back. We introduced the concept so as a solution, we introduced the Tower Operating Center. Unfortunately, I'm not getting just give me one minute. So the solution which we proposed here was
50,000 sites. World's largest tower company. World's first multi-operator, multi-OSS, multi-vendors integrated platform. Tower Operation Center, TOC. 51 OSS of different operator companies and telecom vendors integrated in single platform. Monitoring uptime for 2,03,310 tenancies for 14 operator companies. Generating 3.3 lakh trouble tickets and escalations per day. Capability to manage up to 2,50,000 sites. Capability to manage 1,389 alarms per minute. 2 million alarms in a day. 730 million alarms in a year. Maintaining telecom infrastructure for the nation. In all geographies, island or in desert, forest or mountain. Providing services 24/7 in all challenging circumstances. Offering highest network uptime. Navigating equipment performance. Propelling workforce on ground. TOC, creating harmony between man and machine.
The solution that we try to put across to manage this entire hammer operations across the country is to have a single platform which can integrate all the operators and take their inputs and then convert them into a operational discipline. We configured the central net track, which is the central piece of our application, which is receiving the alarms through backhaul network, which is through the architecture and coming slides. We collect all the alarms which are generated from the PTS stations, which are coming to the individual devices into our network application, where we are converting them into infra alarms, which we can understand whether a particular site is generating a mains failure or an easy alarm or a high temperature or low battery backup. So we translate that entire piece of information into infra-related information, which can then be passed on to relevant stakeholders across the organization, so that they can take action on the same. What is the key benefit or the key interfaces that we have here? The NetRack effectively interfaces with the Indus Circle alarm terminals. These are basically the client terminals which are being operated by all of our handlers, which are spread across the 16 circles, each one of them receiving job tickets for the specific area of action to be taken. So the filtered alarms are sent across as priority job tickets, enabling them to reprioritize the work they can do and go ahead to a site. We are today having an organization of about 11,000 technicians with an average reach of around 30 minutes to a site. So which means that any alarm which is getting triggered in the network, we are in a position to address them within 30 minutes so that the network uptime can be maintained. We are today giving a monthly all India average of 99.97 as a network availability for all our customers. We have got close to around 92% of our tenancies at the Six Sigma level, 99.9999, and we have got about 89% of our sites running at Six Sigma levels. So that's the kind of precision monitoring that is being achieved over the last 3 years by setting up this TOC. Of course, TOC brings in the hardware platform and which helps us to bind the business processes to ensure that this service levels are maintained month on month for our customers. Now, one is the alarm management. The second piece of it is the predictive and the preventive maintenance part of it. So what we are saying is that the Indus DWH or the data warehouse helps us to bring all this alarm information back into the mining capability and put us the data analytics piece of it. So we are in a position to have multiple data sources. So we have one source of information which comes from the BTS, which is the moment of truth. We have got another source of information which comes from our passive controllers. So the last couple of presentations we have been seeing intelligent controllers which are being available in the market. So we are using those controllers to collect field information. The crux of the problem is to bring in transparency and trust into whatever we say. So we use the operator information, devices information, we use the Indus controllers to give that information, do the intelligent correlation with the help of our data analysis writing capabilities to bring out what is the actual. And then we are able to bring in controls around that in terms of where the diesel is, where the diesel is running, where the wheels are fluctuating, what is the actual problem. Net result, we are in a position to reduce 62 million liters of diesel when it comes to energy saving alone. We are in a position to improve the networks from 99% availability to 99.95 and today at 99.97 for almost all the circles barring few districts. We have got about 70 districts out of the 370 districts that we are operating which are at greater than 99.97 as a whole. The various applications in terms of the navigator server, this is the building blocks that we have got. So we have all our partners are now linked up to our application platform. They are the client terminals in their respective offices. So each one of them will receive tickets, action on the tickets, and close the tickets on the system. So it becomes very clear, transparent KPI mechanism so that people know what are they assigned, what is the time they have taken to assign, and how they are able to do it. So one common platform which caters to the customer, caters to the OMP partners, and caters to the customers, enables us to deliver higher levels of service to our customers. As an excellence platform, we are very clear roadmaps to bring network control center, which has to integrate all the intelligence and all the new product coming into the market into one common entity so that we can achieve greater scale of operational efficiency in our networks. So from a pure alarm management center, it is now getting into a business control center, which will enable us to bring in efficiency in the operation at the same time maintaining the. So clearly, the innovation around this integrate all the multiple operators, multiple operation systems, integrate the vendor partner solutions in the technology and give us seamless for us to run our operation efficiency. So these are a few of the snapshots from a connectivity perspective. We have got both tools available. One is directly with APRs, and another one is the MPLS below, where we are hooking up the OSs to the MPLS below, and then taking up the backend pipes to our data centers. So we have both the connectivity available. And these are the front-end screens which are available for the client users who are able to go and check what they are supposed to do. It helps them fault management, communication management, administration organization. These forms are flexible, being developed and modified as the need arises. We are able to adapt it at the very short time. We are able to classify the alarms in terms of severity, critical, major, and minor because the levels of centers and allowing people to prioritize the same. One minute. We also have this capability which is enabling us to plot the density of alarms. This becomes useful in India for us where we have grid failures happening at any given point. It allows us to show us what is the density of it allows us to recycle our fuel management system to demobilize people to go and attend the fuel cycles so that the outages can be reduced. So this at certain point of time we pop up hundreds of vendors in the area. We are able to take a look at this course. And this dashboard is a customizable dashboard for the business leaders as well as for the field engineers. They can see at one shot what is the status of their area or critical parameters can be flagged on an online basis so that they are able to know where they are. It's efficiency, customer service, and business efficiency. All three things are
If I may ask, I think we've seen a lot of impressive activities and organizational changes which you made to integrate things. But what I don't fully understand, so what would you call the really innovative part of your operation? Because I think everything is more evolution than what I've seen.
It's more like a business model innovation and a technological.
the technology innovation comes first, right? We are today having about 14 operators. Now each of the operators are not having a common platform to manage the network. Each operator have their own platforms to manage the network. And infrastructure today, most of the alarms are carried over the active platforms. The BTS is the primary source of alarms in the majority of the networks. So we have to integrate all these 14 operators into one common platform. So Ericsson OSs, Nokia OSs, or Huawei OSs don't speak same language. So we have to bring in the capability to interpret all their languages into one common language that we can understand. And everybody will be telling that the BTS is down. But what is the source of the problem with the BTS needs to be understood to take an action within 20 minutes. See? Yeah. Yes. What we are doing here is that this NetTrack is our application platform. So it acts as a translator, it translates all the voices information, the standard alarm switch, the voices just pump out, we just pump out all the information. We get close to around a million events every day. These million events are correlated and converted into 3 lakh actionable tickets. The 3 lakh actionable tickets are then prioritized to 75,000 objects, and those are closed every day.
So does it take such kind of thing that works across Ericsson and Nokia and Huawei? Do they exist in the market, or do you think you are the first one we have done?
We are the first one who are doing it, so because we are the only one who has the opportunity to do it because we have all of them which support. If I take Airtel for example, they have got
just in India or globally?
Across the globe.
What are the analytical tools you have developed which help you in saving energy? Number one. Number two, all OSS will have a NARCOM interfaces available. So what is the big innovation of integration you have done?
Okay. I'll take the second question first and then come to the first question. The northbound interface of the OSS pumps out the entire event which are there in the system every 2 minutes. So it does not distinguish what is it that I need to act. It does not even give my action. As an infra company, I am required to take care of the infrastructure uptime, which means I need to ensure DC power is available to the BTS 24/7. So if the northbound interface just keeps on pumping out all the events which occur in the site, whether the BTS power is up.
That's not.
Yeah.
The question is, what I said was, that all the OSS, all vendor OSS are not found with a standard.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is develop a plugin where you can plug in each of those interfaces.
No,
So I was asking, number one, what is the
Innovate.
innovation you have done in that? Number two was relating to
The
analytical tools which you have developed, which you are using compared to the others which don't use it.
So on the northbound interface, I was just clarifying. So the northbound interface, we use the northbound interface to fetch data from the OSS. But the information which comes from the northbound OSS, I want to clarify, is that it contains all the events. And the OSS don't speak in one language. Like if it's a Nokia OSS, they have a different format. If it's the Ericsson OSS, they have a different format. And if it is a Huawei OSS, a different format. Standardization of alarms or standardization of those formats to one common job ticket in an area is the application knowledge that we need to put in to get all those into a user interpretable form. Otherwise, I've got all the NMSs, standard NMSs available in the market, whom I can just pick up and start using. But then I will be working with about 10 to 20 NMS platforms sitting right now. So, as any super long,
All you are saying we are combine the data in a format which we can analyze. That was my next question. What is the analytical tools which you have done?
Yeah,
to analyze the data coming from each end?
yeah, from each NMS we have developed our own proprietary algorithms which are trying to interpret what is the, we are trying to correlate which of the events, if there is a DG runner, is the DG being caused because of a battery backup issue, or it is being caused because of a mains failure issue, or is the DG running without any of these issues.
Have you done anything to find out the diesel theft?
Yes.
Which is a very common.
Yeah, because of which we have been able to reduce 62 million liters over the last 2 years.
What is the innovation?
The innovation that we have done here there is that based on the alarms that we are receiving, We are today able to plot in every site what is the mains availability, what is the mains plus PV plus battery plus PV run numbers which should be there, and which are the circles, which are the sites which are running overboard. Go back to that site to find out why it is running overboard, and we can tell at any given point of time these 20% sites in this particular geography is not giving the right pattern of diesel consumption. Please go and check out what's happening there. So that we have a system which is monitoring the diesel spent, which is what is the money that is being taken out for collecting the diesel, what is the amount of diesel that is being put into the system. That information is collected. From the top, we publish possibly the main plus DP numbers which should be there in the system. Both the data points are correlated to pull out what are the variances that are there in the system on a daily basis. Every day the correction has to happen that these are the sites that have been there which has not confirmed to the point. Job tickets are published, the job tickets are published. The top helps in getting the analytics out to the field. Here is the list of sites which are not conforming to baselines. Please go after those sites to fix it. Yeah. I would not like to say that whether the pass-through is only a commercial one, whether it is being passed through or it is being absorbed. They were, but they are not. For almost all the customers now, the commercial models are changing. We were having a cost for some fixed cost model. So actually, application is different. Yeah, to the customer it's a fixed cost, but then the fixed cost has got its baselines. Like you have a baseline, the cost model is not a permanent cost. It's baseline to the expenditure that we are having at any given period. So there's a commitment to reduce the cost in your body. You have to reduce the cost, you know the baseline.
Thank you very much.